Just because somebody hurt you, just because somebody did not love you the way you deserve to be loved, does not mean that you are unlovable. It does not mean that you are broken. And it definitely does not mean that you should stop loving in the way that your heart naturally wants to love. Now, think about it like this, right? You planted a seed, watered it every day, gave it sunlight, gave it care, but the seed just did not grow. Maybe it was a bad seed. Maybe it was never meant to grow in the first place. But does that mean that you does not know how to nurture? Does that mean that you should never try planting again? No, absolutely not. It simply means that the seed wasn't right. And it says nothing about your ability to give or your worthiness about receiving. And yet, I keep seeing on social media these days this whole obsession of nonchalance, this push for playing games as if manipulation is the new standard for love. Like, oh, they replied 2 minutes late and now I will reply 2 hours later. Or, I'm not going to show care because caring makes me look weak. And honestly, in my opinion, I would not encourage you guys do that, because it does not matter how somebody else treats you. That is on them. It has nothing to do with who you are. If you want to love recklessly, love recklessly. If you want to love loudly, then you love loudly. If you want to love with every fiber of your being, if you want to love with your heart, then do that unapologetically. At the end of the day, we are human beings, not robots. We are not here to run scripts or play chess with each other's emotions. And all this social media advice of like, play it cool, don't text too soon, don't care too much, honestly, is so stupid. Like, where did we lose the yearning? Where did we lose the rawness of actually wanting someone? Where did we lose the courage to simply say, I like you, I miss you, I want to be with you? Because let me ask you this. If you are not challenged, if you're not able to be your truest, most unfiltered self with somebody, then what is the point? Why are you even dating them if it requires you to be a version of yourself that is not even real? And listen, this video might come off as a rant more than an advice, but I'm so done how people make love look like a calculated exam you need a degree for. And the most scary part nobody talks about is, let's assume you do play games, let's assume you master all the manipulation, all the nonchalance, and somehow it works. Somehow, actually, someone does fall for you. Now, do you even understand what that means? They are not in love with you. They are in love with the character you created. And do you know how unbearable that can be? Because now you have to keep pretending. Now you have to hold together this version of yourself that is not even real just to keep this person around. And now they fell for what you showed them. But the whole point is this. If somebody is going to love you, let them love the real you, the unfiltered, vulnerable, sometimes messy, sometimes too much you. Because otherwise, I don't understand, like, what is the point? Don't let this fear of heartbreak convince you to be someone that you're not. Heartbreak is inevitable. Think about it. Every time you follow your heart, you are taking a risk. When you turn your hobby into your career, you are taking a chance on your heart. When you create art and put it out in this world, you are again taking a chance on your heart. When you chase a dream that nobody else understands, you are taking a chance on your heart. And sometimes it does not work out. Sometimes nobody claps for you or for your art. Sometimes the thing you poured yourself into just does not go the way you imagined. And you know what that is? That is heartbreak too. But we do not sit around saying, oh no, I'm never going to follow my passion again. I'm never going to paint again. I'm never going to try that again. We just accept that it hurt. We accept that it broke us for a moment. And then what do? We move forward. So why is romantic love treated any differently? Why do we suddenly act like one heartbreak means we build a wall around ourselves forever? Love is supposed to be human, natural, raw. But we have turned it into strategy, manipulation, self protection, overthinking, so much so that we have stripped away the very essence of it, which is simplicity. At its core, love is just being real and showing up with your heart open. And yes, sometimes that means heartbreak, but that is life. Uncertainty is part of life, and that's what makes it interesting. Also, the only thing that you can really do to protect yourself is never stop loving yourself and making yourself your first priority. Don't let these Instagram dating hacks make you believe that you need to read books on seduction and manipulation just to keep somebody interested. That stuff might work for business, negotiating, networking, but it's not how you build love. Love is not supposed to be a performance. It is supposed to be one of the simplest things a human being can do, which is following your heart. And yes, sometimes following your heart means getting hurt. Someone might break your heart, and sometimes you will break somebody's heart. But even then, it only tells you about them. It never takes away from who you are. If anything, it proves something powerful, that you were brave enough to follow your heart, to love, brave enough to show up as yourself. So do not change that softness about you. Don't bury your realness just because the world keeps telling you to act harder, colder, smarter. Being yourself, being vulnerable, being unafraid to love with your whole heart, this is one of the most bravest thing you can do in today's world, where everyone else is pretending to be something they're not. And you know what? One last question that I want you to leave with. Why would you ever want somebody to fall in love with a version of you that is not even real you? Wouldn't you rather be loved for who you actually are? And with that, I'll see you in the next video.